Imagine a patch of ocean so vast it swallows massive ships and makes entire squadrons of planes vanish into thin air. No debris, no distress signals, just the haunting silence of the Atlantic. We're talking about the Bermuda Triangle. For decades it's been the world's ultimate mystery, but what's actually going on in those waters? Some people swear it's aliens, others talk about portals or the lost city of Atlantis. But today, we're cutting through the noise and looking at the cold, hard facts, because the truth, it's way more interesting than anything you've seen in the movies. In this video, we're breaking down the myth piece by piece to find out why. Statistically, this place isn't the death trap everyone thinks it is. I'm Mystery Bo, and today, we're diving deep into the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle. Let's get into it. Chapter 1. Into the Abyss. If you look at a map of the Atlantic and draw 3 lines, you get it. Point 1, Bermuda. Point 2, Puerto Rico. And point 3, the tip of Florida. Inside this triangle lies 1 million square kilometers of unforgiving open sea. For centuries, this has been a massive hub for trade. From gold-filled Spanish galleons to modern cargo ships and jetliners, everyone has had to cross these waters. But for many, this place became a graveyard without headstones. The water here is so deep that once something hits the bottom, it's pretty much gone for good. But it's not just the depth that's creepy. Pilots have reported the sky changing color in a heartbeat and radios cutting out into pure static. It's almost as if the triangle has its own way of calling to those who stray too far into the unknown. Chapter 2. The Tragedy of Flight 19. December 5, 1945. 5 Grumman TBM Avenger bombers take off from Florida. This was Flight 19, a routine training mission. These planes were tough, nicknamed Ironbirds. There were 14 men on board, and they should have been back in a few hours. They never made it. The lead pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, suddenly reported that his compasses were spinning out of control. He got completely turned around. Thinking he was over the Keys, he ordered his men to fly northeast straight into the heart of the Atlantic. Despite his students' doubts, they followed him into the dark. The radio chatter was chilling. Taylor's last words were, "We're lost. Everything looks wrong." As they ran out of fuel, he gave one final, desperate order. "When the first of us drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together." It gets weirder. A massive Martin Mariner rescue plane was sent to find them. 20 minutes later, it vanished too. Just like that, 6 planes and 27 men were erased from existence. No wreckage, no oil slicks, nothing. The Navy called it as if they'd flown to Mars. Chapter 3. The Ghost Ship and the Invisible Killers. To really get the triangle, you have to know about the USS Cyclops. In 1918, this 540-foot steel giant disappeared with 306 people on board. No SOS, no trace. How does a ship that big just stop existing? Science has a few terrifying guesses. One is methane gas. If a massive bubble of gas erupts from the seafloor, it makes the water fizz like soda. The water loses its density, and the ship loses its buoyancy. It doesn't sink, it falls into the abyss. Then there are rogue waves. In this area, the Gulf Stream can whip up 100-foot walls of water out of nowhere. A wave that size can snap a steel ship like a toothpick. And for the planes, microbursts. These are basically air hammers, massive columns of freezing air that slam down from the clouds, crushing a plane into the ocean before the pilot even knows what hit them. Chapter 4. The Reality Check. So, is it a cursed portal? Well, once you look at the data, the mystery starts to fall apart. Statistically, the Bermuda Triangle isn't any more dangerous than any other busy part of the ocean. Think of it like a busy highway. More traffic equals more accidents. It's just math. The mystery was mostly created by journalists in the 60s who cherry-picked every weird story and ignored the thousands of ships that crossed the area safely every single day. They turned a busy shipping lane into a supernatural brand. Today, thanks to GPS and satellite tech, disappearances have basically hit zero. Modern engines and weather tracking mean the Flight 19 nightmare is a thing of the past. The triangle hasn't changed, our ability to navigate it has. Chapter 5. Final verdict. So, is the Bermuda Triangle a portal to another world? Science says no. It's just a beautiful, chaotic, and powerful part of our planet. But that's the real draw, isn't it? The idea that the world still has secrets that keep us guessing. What do you think? Have you ever seen something you couldn't explain? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more mysteries. There's plenty more out there we haven't uncovered yet. I'm Mystery Bo, and thanks for watching. Remember, the truth is out there, but it's usually closer than you think. Catch you in the next one.